Good morning, everybody, or afternoon. I don't know. It's still morning beads and things because most of the year it is still morning at my time. But yes, let's go see who's with us. Donna and Linda. Hello, hello. Hi, Mary. I'm doing good. I'm excited. Jerica and her family are coming today for their visit. I'm very excited. I feel like my lips. All right. All is right with the world now. I put on my lipstick. Oh, crud. I was testing something like literally right as it was time to go live. And so I have this board that has beads on it that is now in my way. Okay. So we had the sale. It was actually two parts because of everything that we pulled aside. You can still go and shop the replay on either one of them. There is plenty of stuff still there. I had two unboxings today, and then I figured I'm dealing with allergies. Speaking of, a couple of little tips for you. If you deal with allergies that hurt your eyes, but still want to wear makeup, give you a little tip. Mascara the top of your lashes or on the bottom ones underneath your lashes. And then just do one quick swoop, swoop, not even all the way at the waterline. And you still get the look of mascara without it being anywhere inside of your eye. So, to drive you crazy and make your eyes water more than they may already be doing. Okay, so we are going to open two things. I got an advent calendar or an advent gift from Rosanna, which in turn inspired me to make a choice. I put together an advent calendar for Squishy, Miss Selena Grace, and I'm going to do it for my other grandchildren too. So we bought a reusable one, and I got all the stuff to go in it. It's going to be fun. She got a new little, and this isn't the only. She got a new little teether with the elephant on it. Making a few for my daughter to take back with for her mom friends, but yeah, so we had those. There today we're gonna do hostess gifts after I do the unboxing. So I'm excited to show you guys a few things. I'm doing a ton of snowflakes this year, kind of the like one and done. I may try to do icicles, but I have an idea and to do it, and it would be time consuming to do on a live. So I might do it for a video because I can just pause, get done what I want to get done, and come back on. Alrighty, let's go down. Like I said, I have two things and they're both very small, but I'm still excited about them. But let's go. Where's my mouse? There it is, down to the mat. First things first, I got my order from Randy today. You guys, is this not the cutest freaking sticker? It's so pretty. I want to stick it on my laptop with other ones. That's okay, even though it's Christmas, right? I don't know. Anyways, I'm so excited about this. Moroccan agate. I love it. It's a very reminiscent of Botswana, but of course, it's found in Morocco, not in Botswana. So it's so pretty. This one has like a little thing on the front of it. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. It looks really cool. I'm glad they left it there. Extra character on that piece. Absolutely stunning. I can't wait to create with it, like completely and legitimately. Hold on, I'm gonna call for Brock to come in here, so I'm gonna mute my mic for a minute Because we learned during the sale, if we don't have both lights that are pointing directly at me, like the light bulbs aren't screwed in, the lighting is so much better. So hold on one second. Okay, there we go. This we won't always be able to do this because it does make it a little bit more difficult for me when I'm beading and such. But I can just until we get it figured out how I can achieve this lighting that allows you guys to see colors properly. See, now you can see it all. So, and my thing is, this camera is jumping. Would you please stop? Is it good now? Yes. Anyway, like I said, I'm glad they left that on. I think it's really pretty. I'm like, oh. So we got these, got my bingo card, got my little card from everybody. She liked my unboxing of her Christmas box, which I'm not surprised. It's gorgeous. It was easy to be excited about it. And then my good friend Rosanna Bradford sent me an advent calendar as well. I love that she sent one of her little gift bags that she uses when she does her sales. So there are envelopes for every day, but the first 4 days are right here. So today I got double bead caps. Funnily enough, this was all open when it got here. All of these little things were just open. So I think there's like stuff that might be in the bottom. There is quite a bit of stuff in the bottom. Okay, we'll have to pull those out. But as you can see, they're everywhere. But I love these little two-sided bead caps. I think they're so cute. And, you know, I too am a spacer queen. So, yeah, I just really like it. I have little envelopes that will start at day 5, I believe. I believe so. 23, 24. These are just 19. Okay, so it goes 20, 21, 22, and then we go to the bright ones. Okay, so we'll put these on this side of the box. I am excited to open the envelopes. If this was my daughter, if you said this to my daughter, she would have opened the entire thing the day she got it. She went and peeked on Amazon to see what I added for Split. What, like all this stuff I got for Selena's advent calendar. I was like, goodness gracious. Okay, so we're going to do hostess gifts today. I have a couple of ideas. Obviously, you can do my obsession this Christmas, which is the snowflake. And I'm not going to show you how to make them because we've made them plenty. What I do want to show you is something. Come on, are you serious? Oh my, a little bit. I don't know why there's a shadow now. What I did at the center, because where the tack marks are, I haven't gotten the back of this one yet. All I did was I went in and I glued another like daisy spacer. This is gonna annoy the heck out of me, but I can't show this to you. There we go. I just glued a little daisy spacer in the center of it to hide all of like all the wire points. This one I did do both sides on. So you just don't have to see all the wires. So I did that this weekend. Love this one. It's one of my favorite. I'm obsessed with these beads, you guys. Like completely and totally obsessed with them. I love them. They come in 3 different sizes. Where's one that I used more sizes on? I made a whole bunch on this weekend. Anyways, they come in 3 sizes. This is the biggest size. It's 10, 8, and 6 millimeter. Which is what, like I told Renee, you need to go grab some of these for your pens. Speaking of, that is a great hostess gift. Also, one other thing before we move on from the snowflakes, I'm sorry. You can take any of these patterns and turn them into a bracelet and or a necklace as well. And if you combined those, because there's a bracelet with this pattern, it's not going to look snowflakey, if that's the word. It's not going to look like a snowflake. And then the hostess has something that they can wear all year long and not just have this for 1 month out of the year on the tree. They get a gift that they can wear all year long. Let me see these. I'm missing stuff. Wait, what? What did I miss? Happy December, everybody. Did you make it? So sweet. Did I make what, Mary? You'll have to answer me. Happy December. Hi, Jan. Beth came in. Hello. Let's see. I am actually her daughter. Thanks, Beth. I see how it is. Anyways, yes, the Advent box is from Rosanna. Heather, they thought we were, but no. Thanks for hello everywhere, Mary. Yes, I did make that. I make these all the time. So here it is. Now you can see it better. Yes, and they are food grade silicone, which means they can withstand temperatures up to 550 degrees. You can throw these into the dishwasher. I have a gazillion and one beads. I've got 3 different colors of little sloths. I have everything. So if any of you have a need or would like to do this, let me know, because I really enjoy it. I have little strawberries. I have everything, like everything. It's craziness. I do have a lot of different. I have probably 50 different color beads. I have each color in multiple size, shape, a lot. So if you need or would like some, let me know and I'll send them out. Yeah, heart daughter. Yeah. So she finally broke her first tooth. So she's very like she has these in her mouth 24/7, but she likes that they don't squeak on her teeth on the side where her tooth is. So she likes that. So she'll like chew on one side. She'll put it on the her first tooth was on the bottom. So she'll put it on the side without a tooth and it'll squeak. And it doesn't like most of the time it doesn't make a noise. It just like pops out. And then she'll put it on the side where she got the tooth and then sit there and just like she's all excited about what she has. So alrighty, that if you have with these, we can expand upon that because I have these. And if you would like some, let me know. I will put together sets for you. It's another option that you can use as a gift, and you can even make multiple ones for the same person. And that are these little tabs. And what these do is they go between your phone and your phone case. And then so then this little tab is popped out where like where you charge your phone, but down far enough that you could have this on your phone and still charge it. I tested that because it would have driven me crazy if that wasn't possible and like you had to pop open your phone every day to charge it. But then you can do like a beaded wristlet using silicone beads or regular beads. You can use it, and this is where like the charm hangs from. There's like, so it's really, really good. People also like to use these to put their lanyard for work is. So the two pieces this weekend, I look up again, I got let me kill that. Okay. Aw, what's you guys are just all talkative today, and I'm missing everything. Your baby girl's birthday. Aw. Oh, yeah. Cute. Aw, cute. Anyway, sorry. I was reading comments. Yeah, people like to put like their employee badge on these. So that if they have to like swipe a security tag or something to get into the various different parts of the building, or you need to have keys while you're working, these come in very handy. So, got all of these. She's not into celebrating. My daughter likes to know everything ahead of time. She doesn't ever want to be surprised. She just wants you to tell. She wants you to tell her exactly what you're going to buy for her. She will say yes or no. She doesn't like it, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, I'm not going to go through and actually design the pen. You guys have, if what Blue and Beautiful or Renee's channel, she does these all the time. So you can just use silicone beads or large hole regular beads. I put metal spacers between the beads, put a metal, it's like a button or a bead. You can use it for bracelets. It's really cute actually. And then like I just thought I would show this as an option. You could also hang a charm from the bottom of like a little chain. You can get pen extenders if you want to do more, like if you want to include more beads or make it a little bit more extravagant. Not gonna lie, I bought a bunch of beads from one of her sales this weekend, and I was on part two of her sale and was scared, so I didn't go watch part two or part one because, yeah. So that's an idea for a gift for a hostess. Again, depending upon what you put on this, you could also make a matching bracelet. That would be really cute. You guys have seen the snowflakes. Like I said, you can match this up, make a, that looks kind of cool together. Huh. You can match them up with a bracelet and make something fun. I also have Highland cows in two different colors. Thing. You can make them other ornaments, which is what I am going to go ahead and do with you guys, but I had this up for a reason. That's right. So I was thinking, do we have to keep like the angel wings so like I don't know, with just like the typical normal beads that you tend to see during using them to make angels during this time of year. Oh, these ones weren't big enough. That's why I grabbed these. Okay. So, and I have these. I've got a bunch of different styles. They're 10 for $2. So I was thinking, like, what if you did something like that? I will tell you, I'm not, the only thing about these beads is that on these heart ones, it looks weird going that way. So you have to turn it upside down. So then the heart is upside down. So I didn't really understand why it was designed that way, and they don't match this one. But you could use just about any teardrop beads you wanted to be the body of the angel, which is cool. I have let me pull one out real quick. I actually have angel kits, and I have them in both freshwater pearls or these, which are like glass and shell pearls. So, and it's a quick and easy kit to make. It comes with two of the like pearl pink teardrop beads, and then the little white glass beads, some daisy spacers to use as the angel's halo, the wings, and then 4 of these silver ball head pins because they look really pretty with it. And literally all you're going to do is string the body on, then the wings, which I like these little butterfly wings as angel wings personally. But I do have wings, so if you wanted, you can swap them out for any angel wings you want to use. You just want to make sure that they're the right, like they're proportional. Although words are. So, like this one would still go with this size if you wanted to use those. Maybe I will use the one. It's just thin. I'm going to put one of the heart ones on this one just to see what I think. Because, like I said, I feel like you almost have to put them upside down. See, am I crazy or does that work? Does it work with the heart? Let me put the little glass. I would like to know your guys' opinions. Like, does it work as wings when it's right side up? Or does it look like it's upside down? Here, I'll do the other one real quick so we can compare. Oh, you gotta put this on first, Heather. Okay. Does it work going upright? Am I just crazy? I think I might be. Okay, so hostess gifts are like when you go to a holiday party and you bring the hostess a gift. You bring a bottle of wine, you bring a little card, especially at the holidays, is what I would do it. Okay, so I'm just crazy, but yeah, I will watch later. Okay. Oh, and Martha, your friend is so sweet. She's like, I don't have beads. Martha just brings beads with her and we do it, but she ordered beads, has started to create her own stash, which was so sweet that she like took the time to tell me that. It was really cute. But yeah. So thank you for introducing your friend to me. I got it. But yeah. Do you guys not give hostess gifts in Australia, Linda? Anyways, and then you have a couple of different things that you could use for a halo. You can use various um daisy spacers. You could go in and use like one of the little rhinestone spacers on top. That one's too small, but I think the next one's too big. I did get some new ones that I could pull out, but I just had right here. So see, you can do like the little rhinestone spacer. The only thing is that sometimes you almost need to put something under it so it just goes up and isn't just setting directly on the head of the angel. Did I really just lose her head? I just lost my angel's head. Where did it go? Okay, I'll show you on this one, but let me flip the wing. I don't think I have any of those glass pearls right here. So, if when you put the daisy spacer or whatever if you don't want it like sitting directly on top of the angel's head, you can take a flat little spacer, either I don't a little I think this might work. A little 4 millimeter daisy spacer, and then put this one on over the top just so it looks a little more suspended rather than just sitting directly on top. Then all you're going to do is you're going to do your little loop on top. And you're just going to see, this is going to be the whole light situation is going to drive me batty. Where is it? Oh, I don't know. It just happened. I just had a malfunction with my ball head pin. I don't know why. Where are all of my covers? Probably on top of this drawer. That's but under. Yep, there it is. I don't know what happened. Why that malfunctioned. I don't know if it's the whole ball head pin in general, but it's something I need to figure out because I don't want to send out kits or anything. So I will probably, if this happens again, I'm going to try to recreate the problem so I can see if these are like, if it's, I probably should have put a daisy spacer in the top too. And then you just do your loopy loop. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the one I'm done. I would recommend going ahead and putting a daisy spacer in the top. If you use like a 6mm rhinestone spacer, I would put a daisy spacer in the top just to keep it so it's not like spinning around or going off kilter. And then I send these come with an extra oh my goodness gracious, ball head pin so that you can just go in and do the 5-second ear wire. Well, that's probably why the other one would be so. Okay. And then you're just gonna attach your angel to the ear wire, which I'm gonna go up and over because it is a littler hole that I made so it won't go over the ball head pin, which I like, by the way. I like my ball head pin, like I like my loops to not match up. Okay, I'm gonna have to come plug that light back in because I can't see. But then you just got a little pair of angel earrings. Or you could turn this into a pendant too, whichever. That's what I was thinking. Like if you wanted to use a teardrop shaped pendant as the body, like especially like a mother of pearl one. Again, like I said, this isn't proportional, but it would be really pretty, a simple, easy thing to do. Then what was the other thing? If you do an ornament for a hostess gift, and it's somebody that you will probably see year after year after year, it's really cool if you put a little charm with the year on it, like 2025. That way they know year to year what you gave them. Okay, I'm going to attempt an icicle. I know it's not hard, but I've never done one before. So let's get some wire out. What I'm gonna do is copper. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do it with copper or do I want to do it with bronze? I think I'm going to do it in copper. I hope that this, oh, this is 16 gauge. Will the beads I want to use fit on here? Those ones do. What about these? Right. Oh, nope, those work too. Okay. So I'm using copper. I'm going to turn a loop at the bottom so that I can dangle something from it. Because I use the micro shears. What are you doing? I should have, hold on. Oh, looks. Sorry, I want to do a hybrid link just so that it's sturdier, so that whatever is hanging from it is more secure. Where's my Linda? I do not know how you use such thick wire in your tutorials. It makes it a little bit. It's a little bit more cumbersome than I'm used to. Sorry, guys. I gotta take that off of the camera view. Not that I was I don't know that I was in. There we go. I just couldn't get it to go around the little corner thing. I did get new Nipix cutters though. I just don't have them out right now. And I got the same as the black and silver, but I got them with red and blue handles to make it easier to keep track of them. Since everything, all like my preferred tools are mostly like black or black and gray. So there we go. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just stacking the beads. Let's zoom out a little bit so I can get a little help with being under camera. There's Janae. It's blessed and beautiful. Okay. Yes, she's the one that I bought a bunch of pens from. I cannot wait to show you all of them. Her website or her YouTube channel is obviously that handle, so you can go back and watch the multiple holiday sales. She also did a two-parter like I did because it was going well, so we kept going. But yes, very excited. Okay. I'm excited to get them, and once I do, I can't wait to show all of you. Okay, I'm going to do a red and silver. I know it's not traditional, but hey, it's good for me. And like I said, I got these little silver spacer beads in 3 sizes. So the 68 and the 10, I'm very excited about it. Do I want to start with that one? Yes. And then just to make it easy, all you gotta do, I'm gonna put a spacer on that, but I'm going to need one that has a bigger hole. So let's do this one. And we'll go from, yeah. And I got a bunch of different like spacers. I have some silver bead caps over here. I keep my findings in this. I moved them back to these so that I can have them out. But then can just like wrap them all up if I need to. Do that. Yes. And you obviously, because this is metal, you don't need to put a spacer in between it. But Rosanna and I are both like spacer queens. We love our spacers. So, but I love these beads. They're so pretty and easy to work with. Now another little spacer. Let's alternate it so that I can go out. Where were the other? I don't think my green beads will fit on. That's the bead I should have checked. Because it does not look like it's gonna fit. Ah, okay. Here's my 18 gauge. Let's see if the 18 gauge will go through on the green. Nope, it doesn't fit on the 18 gauge either. But I'm gonna have Brock come plug that back in because I just cannot see. Can you turn it back on? I can't see. I'm having a hard time seeing. Okay. So thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Don't you double check this again? No. Big today. I have other options for green crystals, actually. Maybe we use these instead. I know gold. Yes, let's use those instead. I know typically, like tradition, is like gold with the red and green, but I like it with silver too. I'm a fan. So yes, I like it. And so I think I'm just gonna alternate back and forth, but I'm gonna go down in size. So do I want to use the 6 here? Go to the 4, it's not the 6. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, and then we can go to the red again. I don't know. I think I might want to keep the spacers more uniform, so I'm gonna go to the larger of the two, which is underneath here. Okay, there we go. The largest of the spacer beat. Like that. Yeah. I don't think I like that spacer with the bicones. I think it's too big, in my humble opinion. So we'll open this back up and use the smaller, a little bit smaller thing. Ooh, one has like a little bit of a sharp, I don't know what that was. Cut it off. Okay. Then we're going to go to this again. We're going to go to the bicone. Back to the red. Yeah, I just like the way that that sits with the bicone. And because I'm going to be alternating between the green and the clear, I just want the things to go. which is Emil. Oh, got it. Hi, Kimberly. Glad to see you. Hi, Georgina. Rosanna, I've heard about this like turkey noodle soup. I've never like I had never heard of it before last year. You would kneel the water. Yeah, but like we figured you think that this is coated with something. Because when I use the liver sulfur, it doesn't change the color of the copper. Which I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the medium of um the silver. I'm gonna use that, go back to the red. Do I go all the way down to the small? Why not? Right. I'm gonna use the great big crystal. Oh, please go on. Okay. I don't want to break it. Come on. That is a tip that I believe I learned from Rosanna. That if you can turn it, sometimes it'll like work past a spot where it doesn't want to go through. I did not put any amount of pressure on it so as not to break it. I just twirled it into place. And then we're just going to go and we're going to do the pattern backwards, leaving the clear in the center. Red scissors. Medium. The green. You will be proud of me though, because we cleaned off the desk the right way. So right now, well, I have a bunch of all my Christmas beads. They're all in their jars. So they can be moved and put together in the right way. So that is like my biggest 2026 is that as we're going through the beads right now, I am making sure that there's already one out. That everything gets put away the right way. Okay. And then that's all there is. Psych, not really. Because I'm going to grab me some finer gauge wire, which 22 gauge wire, which is inside of the canister. And I'm going to pull off about, I don't know, 15, 16 inches, something like that. Let's straighten it out a little bit. And I need to grab my Where did I put them all? I was trying to find like my little. I have little like seed beads that I wanted to use. I have white ones and then I have silver ones. Where are they? What I wanted to do, I just had them, was I was going to loop off the end here and then I was going to bead this and kind of go around it. But I think when we moved, we cleaned everything off the right way. We cleaned it off. Which, there was a method to my madness, but it was madness. So I don't want to go into the season. Here are these. I can use those with some regular. I don't want those. I have silver spacer beads that I can use right now. That's just what they are. Those are the good ones. So I don't want to. Those are sterling silver. And as much as I love Christmas and love to do like a little extra, I'm not for ornament. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look on the other side of my desk where we put everything. Okay. So, sorry. I have itty bitty tools I could use. Sorry, I hope you're all talking amongst yourself while I look for this. All right, got it. It was right in this container, but I didn't see it because it was behind a taller thing. Okay. So I'm just going to try to, as quickly as possible, string out this end, but I'm going to need to make a little spiral at the end so the bead doesn't fall right off. I'm not sure why Steve has me moved so far over camera and work area. I'm literally at an angle. So we're gonna have to fix that when he gets home from work because it's too much. Okay, so I have itty bitty delicas in like this AB white, and then I have the delicas in silver. So I'm going to grab two little, this is why I lose them all the time, but the little lids from my stackers. Okay, and I'm gonna pour some out and we can just go. a bend. Yes, you twist it and it should slide down. If it doesn't, it will need some slight pressure, which it will break. Yes. Yeah, that's what we found out. What is it? Meal, cinnamon, well, that sounds good. I thought the screen was frozen. No. Yes, I opened it. It's cute. For some reason, my 4-piece container, all of the lids were open, so stuff's all in the bottom of the box. So I'll sort those out afterwards and we can do it. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Um, Smells good. Meal. Yes, got that. I just ordered those, Heather. I got the last bag. Oh, that's good. What is it? All right. Okay. Yes. Twist it and it looks like that. Yes, I learned that from you. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you think it was, but yes. I'm doing well. My daughter and granddaughter and hubby are all, I could have just said my daughter's family, are on their way here for a visit. They were going to leave around the time that I think it was like Squish's morning nap. So, yeah. Oh, don't be difficult. Thank you. That it would be. This might take forever. Okay, so let's pivot because that will take forever. I also have these. I'm going to do it not with delicas. I'm going to do it with little 3mm crystals and because that will literally take an hour just to beat those. See, before I would have just dropped all these beads on the mat and said, I'll pick them up later, and then not pick them up. But like I said, I'm trying to do better, keep my work area clean. Gotta stick with it. That's the only thing. It won't become a habit if I don't do it like a lot. So instead, let's use these little crystals of these silver things instead. They're little hematite spacers that are like coated with this a metal, but it looks like it has an AB coating on it. So that's why. So let's do the crystals and these instead, because I think that the copper wire coming through these little silver spacer or little clear crystals will look really pretty, and then I'll just twirl it around. But yeah. Yeah, I used to try to I would either break things, trying to force it onto a wire that was too thick, and then Rosanna talked about how if you twist it, then it should slide down. If it fit through, then oh, I thought I was gonna drop that. So see? And then the copper peeking through. It's probably not gonna pick up on camera, but it's very pretty because it is a whole extra design edition, so that's cool. And it looks like There might be two sizes in this crystal clear thing, but I'm going to leave it random. And just let it, I'm just gonna let it go. It's not gonna worry about it. I think it will be pretty. I admire people that can like break the rules because I'm a big symmetry rule follower. It's likely because from it's likely from working in HR. I'm literally trained to think of everything that someone could take offense to, or like, so we've got to stick within these guidelines, and yeah. But Linda has me, she like quote unquote gave me permission to like, it doesn't have to be completely perfect all the time. But it was funny because I did a snowflake last night, and of course, as soon as I was finished, I noticed I missed the daisy spacer in the center, like the little silver ball and then a daisy spacer. And so I sent her the picture and like, okay, tell me if you can see the mistake, and I want to see how long it takes you to find it. And she spotted it in like 0.1 second. So I was like, nope, this one needs to be fixed. But it was like, if my non-jewelry designing daughter can spot it that quickly, it's going to be something that should be fixed. I'm excited to have Linda on now that she's in her uh, new house. So I'm excited for her. She said once she moves and gets her new studio set up. Linda, did you release a video this weekend? I was so busy all weekend that it was just, I wasn't online much. Yeah, when are those posting? Because it got brought up before. But yes, I've done that too. We had done that with the silver felt I had on my thing, but yesterday we went through the entire thing and everything got put away. We didn't just like leave it sitting there. And I found myself doing the same thing. I do have the cafeteria trays that she has. They're very inexpensive. And it does come in handy, especially when you record, to be able to like pick up your mat and like if you're doing something personal, like in your personal time versus online time, it comes in handy. But I found that I didn't really go back to finish things. Yeah, I'm okay with the two sizes, and I'm okay with them not like with the pattern being random. It'll be pretty. See, just little bits, just a little bit. It's like 3 and 4 millimeter beads. And like I said, the copper shines through these glass crystal beads so beautifully. I like the way bronze does as well. I think I went ahead and ordered 22, 20, and 18 in the big spools of it. If I didn't, I intended to. And we'll need to check that. By the way, everything's getting input into the system right now for the 2 sales. So invoices will go out today. My daughter won't be with us 100% of the time. She obviously has friends she wants to meet the baby and stuff like that. So we will be shipping during that time period. So if you pay your invoice today, anybody who shopped over the weekend live during the live sales, their stuff is easier because we don't have to pull it because we were pulling it while we were selling it live. So those are easy to pull and ship out. So a couple of you had to leave the live sale and then send me emails, but those invoices will be easiest, but I will also still will be sending out everybody's invoices today. So keep your eye out for those. We did discounts from, I think the lowest discount we did was 10%, but we went all the way to 50%. And some stuff got slashed in the moment just because I was having fun handing out discounts. So it was a lot of fun with you guys. The boys were crazy, but aren't they always? Oh my goodness. Okay. How long do I need? Right. Okay, so this is where we're at now. I'm trying to decide if I want this spiral to be a little bit tighter wrap or if I'm good with just about where it's at. Mm -mm -mm. I kind of think I might like it looser like that. So I need to do a little bit more, not much, but I like it. I like the swoop being a little bit wider. So, and that other end isn't is not, it's not attached off. I just did a quick little loop I guess maybe this is a good spot for me. Have I been seeing on camera better this way? If I'm staying on camera better, and you guys aren't having to tell me, I haven't seen it in the comments at all, but yeah. Okay, I'll check it out after this. That'll be good. Yeah, exactly, Miranda. It was good in theory, just not in practice. And if I get any new orders today, I'll do the 10% off. Anybody that ordered live, we've already increased their discount to 15%. So yeah. Okay. I like the wider swoop. So since I'm not going to be going around the wire, I am going to go ahead and close off this other end since we're just, it would have needed to be, like I would have needed extra space if I was wrapping it around and the wire was actually going in between beads. But since that's not what I'm going to do, I'm okay to go ahead. The only time I'm going to need excess space is at the very end. So I probably at the end. So I do need to give myself. I unbent that and I'm going to rebend that. Bend that, which I don't typically. That's not something I would normally advise someone doing, but I would rather have this. I'm just going to grab it and we're going to do my little hybrid loop, which I'm going to be putting out a video of that today because I had like 2 or 3 people bring it up in other people's like videos. Like I can now do simple loops because of the way that Jenny did them. It made more sense. It makes more, the way she did them made sense and the way she taught them made sense. So I can actually do simple loops now. I still like my hybrid loop because it's more secure than a simple loop, but I can do a simple loop now, like without it being completely um without it being like off center. Okay, come on, little wire, you got to get out of the way. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are going to start with this long wire over here. I'm going to start up here so that I have wire at the end. I'm leaving like a 2-inch gap, 3-inch gap, so that I still have wire to wrap at the bottom of this. So I'm just going to go around, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, and I'm going to be kind of messy with it. And then I'm just going to move my beads down and wrap around. Nope, stay there. Don't fall back down. Like I said, I'm not actually bringing, like I'm not going through the wire itself, but I still want my beads to, obviously, was I off camera when I was doing that? I'm sorry. I can redo it if I was. I wasn't thinking. Was I completely off? Oh. Okay, I will redo. Okay, so what I did was I just wrapped, kind of messy wrapped it down here. I mean, I can show the whole thing. It doesn't, because it's going to be wire. Just a second. Let me... All right, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to leave a space, as I said, to have wire to wrap when I get to the bottom of it. So I'm just going to take my wire and I'm just going to wrap it around a few times and make the bundle underneath the loop, but still leaving myself room to wrap down here as well. So then I'm going to move my beads down like so, and I'm just going to start a loose spiral around. And I'm just going to keep going around, but I didn't do it tight enough up here. That's why I had excess beads. But I'm not going through the other beads on my icicle and wrapping the beads directly to the wire. And then when I get to the other end, I'm going to push my beads down. I'm going to hold them in place with my thumb so that they don't get caught up in the wrap around the top of the ornament. And now I can do this one up here just a tad bit tighter. Okay, then I'm going to go in. I'm going to cut off my tail, tuck it under with my pliers. Cut it off on this end. And I prefer to cut off on the side rather than on the front or back, because that way it's more of a two-sided design. You don't have to worry about like front and back, which I prefer. Okay, so here's my little icicle. Renee, you could also use this for pens. Like this technique would be really cool on a pen. You could just do the little like twisties. And then I'm just going to go through and make sure that I like the placement of all my twists, and I do. You would, if you used an extender, you just wouldn't quite use as many beads. Thank you, Delon. I appreciate it. Okay, so the wire is 18 millimeters, and the wire that I beaded and twisted was 22 gauge. I don't like using really, really thin wire when I'm twisting because I like there to be, but yeah. I'm making this for my aunt's tree along with the snowflakes. Aw, I hope you've been enjoying the snowflakes. I know Linda was like, you're doing snowflakes again? But there are different techniques and there's ways to do them like separately. I don't know if you were here though for my tip. I glued another daisy spacer right in the center to hide the beads, to hide the spot, that spot. So just putting a little daisy spacer cleaned it up and makes it look so pretty, even with the hole, because it just, yeah. Yeah, thank you. But yes, that was the thing that was driving me batty about the snowflakes was I didn't like seeing all of the stuff in the center. And so, yeah. I know I actually have some small gold frames that actually come like that. So that's exactly what it looks like. And Beth ordered some and she had the idea. She said she's not gonna beat it completely. She's going to use like #1 crimps and like have the beads separated a little bit more, which I thought was a good idea. And I will be showing those later this week or so. I'll show how to use the other ones. But yeah, and I did this one using the green moonstone. So I was actually doing a monochromatic one of just the green moonstone and silver spacers. And my husband said, "Hun, that looks heavy, and the price of that snowflake is going to be so high, it likely won't sell." Which I was kind of like it stung initially, but once it like sunk in and I thought about it, he was absolutely right. So I made a couple of different ones. Like I have some that have like 2 6mm ones rather. But yeah, I have to put the snowflake on the back of them. But yeah, I really like it. I love the way that the little center one looks. It cleaned up the issue for me. You could obviously do this using silver wire for all of them. I love copper and bronze wire. And as I said, I'm probably going to do most of my projects with those because I like it better than like plated metal. The only problem is, and I don't understand that. So maybe somebody can help me. How come 90% of findings are plated copper, but buying bare copper findings like eye hooks, ball head pins, all of that are so much more expensive than the ones that I would think you have one less process. You don't have to spray them with the antique bronze or antique brass or gunmetal or whatever else. No, they're more expensive and I don't understand it. It's like $12.99 for 100 ball head spacers or ball head pins for I think it's like 200 or something. Whereas I go anywhere else and I can get 400 copper wire ones that are silver, that have the silver over them, and they're cheaper. I don't get it. It's just not. But yeah. Oh, I did not make the frame myself. No, I bought them. And I have them for sale. So if you would want some, let me know. I know. Actually, the thing is that even the bare bronze findings are cheaper than the copper right now. And bronze it's not widely used, so that's why they're more expensive typically. But to just do the bare copper, it's ridiculous right now. Anyways, guys, yes, I have them in 3 sizes. I believe that they're like 4.5, 5.2, and like 6 inches. But yeah, I have found that going into the center, and I've been using my Xuron crimp pliers because they have a very thin nose. If I go in and adjust it right at the very tip to make the arms straight across, that you get a tighter setting with your beads. So that is something I noticed. I'm sure you guys noticed the difference between like when before I started doing that and after, because it just doesn't, I don't know. That's how I was able to get like this really tight center so that it looks really pretty. But see, this is what it looks like without the little daisy spacer, but you flip it over and it cleans it up completely. It almost makes the center disappear. And I actually like the hole in it. I like the way that that looks a lot because when we were kids and we folded up paper, you always cut the center and there was a hole in the middle of your snowflake. So maybe that's why it's like reminiscent, but yeah. To show how expensive copper is at the moment here in Holland, they keep stealing. Oh, yeah, that goes on here too. Yeah. So I don't know that I'm going to be live every day this week, but I am going to do some recordings when I get off here. I'm going to do part 3 of designing while shopping entirely online. I'm going to do that in amongst like helping Brock with any stuff he needs for invoicing. Oh, I am going to make a dangle for this, but I completely forgot to do so. I will likely just do like a combination of the beads, probably dangle one of the beautiful crystal bicones with like a red or green or something, because you only have the clear one in the middle, whereas the reds and greens combined. But I hope this shows you that it's okay. Like normally, if you're thinking of silver, you're thinking of blue. You're using your blues with the silver and whatever else. And you use gold with the reds and greens. Mix it up. It doesn't have to be the same. That's my whole plan with the snowflakes I'm making right now. I am marketing them as not the typical Christmas colors. And when I initially told somebody that I was going to be doing black ornaments, they were like, wait, what? Why would you use black? And then I sent them a picture and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so elegant looking. So yeah, so just mix it up. Use whatever color beads you want. Use whatever color beads you have in your stash. Don't feel like you have to go out and buy more beads. And I'm saying that as somebody who sells beads. I have a lot for sale right now. My 2 Christmas bundles, those are on sale. I believe those are 40 or 50% off of what they were when we originally had them. So the one has a whole bunch of different sizes and shapes of blue bicones. The other one has like the gold, red, and green. And they're all check glass, so they're not just cheap glass bicones. They are all check glass, so they are a good deal. I believe they're $4 now for the packets, and it is enough to make. When I did up with one one thing, I was able to make over 8 snowflakes with all the beads that are contained within those sets. So yeah, it's great. Yep. Yeah, I heard that, Jan. I heard that they're not going to be doing pennies anymore. So, which I know not, we should have enough pennies in circulation anyways. Just saying. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your day. I will put up a post if I'm not going to be live, and then I'll just drop a video for that day. But thank you for choosing to send your time, and those of you making orders, your money with me. I know that there are a lot of options out there. So the fact that you choose to spend your time and money with us makes we really, really do appreciate it. So it means the world to us. And I don't just like it really does mean a lot to me. Oops. Um, Me, Steve, all of us, my family. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me get this thing in. Where is my cursor? I can find it. As always, everybody, have a fantastic rest of your day and happy beating.